Hello, hello. I am so excited to be here on I Read Canadian Day in order to read Aubrey Bright and the Games We Play. Unfortunately, Lee Castle, my co author, is not able to be here today, but I am, and I'm so excited. This book was created with love and it was illustrated. The illustrations are absolutely beautiful. It was illustrated by my former student, June Fermar, and just such a labor of love. It's the second book published by EduMatch in the Aubrey Bright series. Our first book being Aubrey Bright and the Stories That Connect Us. So I'm just going to throw up, because the illustrations really are so beautiful, I'm going to throw up the illustrations as I read so that you can see them. And let's get started. If you have any questions from your class, if you're watching with your class and you have any questions, please use the comments. And I will be drawing for a free hardcover book or two. So please do go to bit.ly/Aubrey Bright Prize. It is case sensitive. So please do that if you're interested in a copy. So here we go. This book is dedicated to all the gamers out there and the opportunities they create to connect and learn. Aubrey Bright opened her eyes to the pitter-patter of rain on her window and her mom calling, "Aubrey, are you up? Grandma is here and I'm heading to work." "Yay! Be right down." Aubrey bounded downstairs to the kitchen and into Grandma's arms. "Good morning, dear. I've got all the ingredients to bake our favorite cookies. Go and wash your hands," Grandma smiled. "What are your plans for the day?" Grandma asked as they washed up the bowls and spoons. Aubrey sighed. "Well, Maya said she can't come over until after lunch, and it's raining. Why don't you go see if your brother is up and spend some time with him?" Grandma suggested. Aubrey groaned. "He's always gaming. He never pays any attention to me." Grandma persisted. "Maybe you might be interested in what he's playing?" Aubrey headed upstairs to her brother's room. She hesitated before knocking on his door. As usual, Ty ignored her. "I can hear you talking to your friends, Ty. I'm coming in," she announced. Aubrey burst into Ty's room and plopped down on his bed. Ty was sitting in his gaming chair, his eyes focused on the computer screen. "Can't you see I'm busy?" Ty grumbled. "What are you doing? Who are you talking to? What are you playing?" Aubrey peppered Ty with questions as she tried to get his attention. Ty continued to ignore his sister. "Monkey butt, watch out behind you. Hurry, over there. Sand-Dollar, pick that up." "Hey, Ty, who's Sand-Dollar?" "Aubrey, get out," Ty shouted. Feeling rejected, Aubrey headed back downstairs and flopped onto the couch next to Grandma. "Back so soon?" Grandma asked. "Ty just ignored me like always," Aubrey sighed. "He was busy talking with his friends. Do you know that one of his friends is named Sand-Dollar? Do you remember how Maya and I found a sand-dollar on the beach?" "Of course I do, dear," Grandma smiled as she took Aubrey's hand. "Why don't you snuggle up next to me and we can read some books together before Maya comes over?" Ty and Aubrey were washing up the lunch dishes when there was a knock on the door. "Maya's finally here," Aubrey cheered. "Hey, Aubrey." "Hi, Ty." "Hi, Grandma Bright," Maya greeted happily. "Hey, Sand-Dollar," Ty nodded at Maya as he walked past the girls on his way out the door. "Sweet moves today." Aubrey's eyes widened and she blurted out, "You're Sand-Dollar? Is that why you couldn't hang this morning because you were too busy playing video games with my brother?" Aubrey could feel herself getting angry. "Maya, since when did you start playing video games with my brother?" Aubrey paused. "Do you like playing video games more than you like playing with me?" "Aubrey, why are you freaking out? You don't even like video games, and I don't have to tell you everything I'm doing all the time," Maya snapped back. The girls glared at each other. "You know what? I don't want to hang out anymore," Maya said as she turned and started walking towards the door. "Fine, go play video games with all your other friends," cried Aubrey as she held back her tears. Aubrey ran into the living room where Grandma was sitting and crumpled down beside her, tears streaming down her cheeks. Oh, Aubrey, dear, I heard you arguing with Maya in the kitchen, Grandma said gently as she put her arms around her. Do you want to talk about it? Maya likes playing video games with Ty more than she likes playing with me, Aubrey sighed. Grandma looked lovingly at her granddaughter and said, Aubrey, dear, let me tell you a story. When I was your age, my best friend Bee and I used to spend every weekend together until I started spending time with two of my other friends who taught me how to jump rope. Grandma paused as she remembered. I loved watching the rope rise and fall, hearing the rhythm of the rope on the pavement, and feeling the rush of excitement as I jumped to the beat. Then, one Saturday, Bee came over to surprise me, but when she saw me jumping rope with my other friends, she got really angry. We argued, and the last thing Bee said to me before she stormed off was, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Aubrey was confused. She looked up at Grandma and said, But why did Bee get so mad at you? Didn't she know how much you loved skipping? Grandma smiled. Those are really good questions, Aubrey. I think Bee felt like I chose jumping rope and my other friends over playing with her, which of course wasn't true. Then what happened? We made up, of course, but we both had to spend some time thinking about why our friendship was important to us, Grandma explained. I think you might have some thinking to do too. Aubrey spent the rest of the afternoon lying on her bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about her fight with Maya. I wonder if Maya loves playing video games as much as Grandma loved skipping. Maya spent the rest of the afternoon lying on her bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about her fight with Aubrey. Should I have told Aubrey that I love playing video games and that I'm friends with her brother? The next morning, Aubrey rolled out of bed and headed to Ty's room. She knocked quietly on his door. As usual, Ty ignored her. Ty, please open the door, Aubrey pleaded. I'm busy. Go away, Ty called back, but then he heard Aubrey start to cry. Aubrey, don't cry. Come in. What's up? You're not your usual annoying morning self, Ty said. Maya and I had a fight, and I kind of think it was my fault, Aubrey admitted. I'm sorry, Aubrey, Ty said affectionately. How about I teach you how to play this game? Sure, I guess, Aubrey sighed. Ty handed Aubrey a controller and said, Here, put on the headset. First thing we need to do is choose your avatar and create your in-name game. Something different than your actual name to keep you safe. How about two doves? Aubrey suggested. Perfect, Ty said as he keyed in her name. So what we're trying to do here is work together to create a world and survive, Ty explained. Ready? Ready. What seemed like minutes was over an hour as Aubrey and her brother worked together to build new worlds. Aubrey was having more fun than she could have imagined. Soon she heard ping, ping, ping. The chat began filling up with Ty's friends who were joining the game. And then it happened. $1 joined too. Aubrey froze. Maya was online. Aubrey watched as Ty greeted his friends in the chat. Can I type in the chat? Aubrey asked. Sure, said Ty as he slid the keyboard over to her. Just don't share any personal info. There are people in the game that we don't know, Ty warned his sister. Okay, Aubrey hesitated for a moment and then typed, Hey, $1, glad you're here. She held her breath, waiting nervously for a reply. Hey, two doves, thanks. You're new here? Your name reminds me of someone I know. Aubrey paused, not sure how to reply. All right, enough chit-chat, you two, Ty interrupted. It's game time. This is so cool. It's so much more fun to have all these people playing with us, Aubrey squealed. Another hour passed before they heard Grandma calling to them from downstairs. Sounds like our screen time is up, Ty said, and he typed, Gotta go, see you tomorrow, in the chat. Just then, Aubrey heard Maya's ringtone in the other room. She tore off her headset and ran for her tablet. Aubrey hesitated and then answered, Hi, Maya. Hey, Aubrey. Maya paused. Can we talk? Aubrey felt a sick feeling in her stomach. Okay. Are you two doves? Maya asked. Was that you in the game today? Before Maya could say another word, Aubrey blurted out, Yes, it was me. I didn't know that I could love playing video games as much as my grandma loved skipping with her friend Bee. What? Maya asked. I'm confused. Aubrey shook her head. Never mind. I'm so sorry for getting mad at you, Maya. It's okay that you have other friends, even if one of those other friends is my brother. I'm sorry too, Aubrey. I should have asked if you wanted to game with us, Maya said. Maya, do you want to come over this afternoon? Aubrey asked. Maybe we can learn to skip. Maya shook her head. Skip? Where did that come from? Aubrey smiled to herself. I'll tell you later. And that's the end. And there are some conversation starters at the end of the book that you are welcome to look at. And there are some ground rules for gaming as well. But some of the things I want you to think about is this story isn't just about gaming and being safe online, but it's also about friendship and how sometimes your friends could be interested in different things and how important it is to communicate with them. And let's face it, it's not just boys who enjoy playing games, girls do too. So there are some stereotypes around that as well. I hope you enjoyed the book. I am grateful to have spent a little bit of time with you on I Read Canadian Day. And as I said, if you are interested in a prize, in a free book, then please put your name there. Have a wonderful day. Hope you get to read something Canadian today.